Hey guys, System here, and this is all the mod 7 to this guy. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and jump back into this pack. And I have to say myself, I'm having a great day. So yeah, I really hope you guys are having a great day as well. I did go ahead and upgrade our armor. You can see that we actually have ourselves full set of netherite armor. I'm able to just produce netherite now using EMC. I'm actually doing quartz right now, but this has EMC on it, right? So 8,192. Takes a little bit, or you need to throw something that has a lot of EMC in there. And yeah, it just works out perfectly. Also, I went up to the tier 4 cobble gen, just because this one goes at the exact speed that it needs to fill it up. If you use the next one, because I went over to Creative World and tested it, it'll end up full of cobblestone. This one is like the perfect speed for it, so that actually works out really well. And I guess I worked on my base too, right? So I made these raised platforms, so we have them going for us as well. Not sure exactly where we're going from this point, you know what I mean? I just kind of build my base as I go. I kind of work towards functional bases, but we'll work on more as we go. I think these raised platforms could be for our main working machines, right? So if I need to just grind something down in a video or process things on the go, it'd be for those kind of machines, right? So that's kind of the plan there. Or maybe we'll set up all our AE2 towers in here. Actually, that might look pretty cool too if we had all our crafting towers in here as well. So that might be something as well. Like I said, not totally flushed out. Also, I've been trying to work with basalt. So I've been trying to work with the basalt, right? And it's a hard material to work with. Like a lot of blocks just do not work with it really well. So oak works really well, right? So that's why I've been using the oak. This granite works pretty well as well. I know amethyst works well, but if you guys know any other blocks that actually work really well with the basalt there, let me know. Because I'm just kind of scratching my head because I want to throw in some more variety. But yeah, I need to work out a palette, right? So I guess that's something as well. So anyway, so what we're going to do today is go ahead and take a look at our bag here. Inside my bag, you can see I went ahead and crafted up a bunch of things. So I have 3 magmatic dynamos. I have 9 crucibles. I have some of these reinforced integral components. These actually aren't hard to make either. It's just the invar that we made yesterday. These here take some electrum, which was just another dust. So that's just gold and silver. Then what else here? Actually, this is 2-stage 2, right? I guess that's just invar as well. So that's not a big deal. Made some of these upgrades. These are going to be for the magmatic dynamos to make them produce more power. But they take signalium, the plates actually. To do the signalium is yet another dust. It's all about dust, right? You don't actually have to do any real processing. Made a jumbo tank. This thing holds 1,000 buckets, 1,024 actually. So it's actually pretty crazy. Just a little bit of glass and iron too. Cobble gen. And then I went ahead and got into this mod down here, LaserIO. And this is what we use to automate our magmatics and our lava production, right? And this could be the laser node. So LaserIO from, I guess, Direwolf. And it is a little expensive to get into this mod too, actually. It doesn't really look it, but these logic chips actually add up really quick. But we can even see the clay and the blocks of quartz. I'm actually doing quartz right now, trying to get the, use EMC to get it. So it's not that big a deal. But once we have some power, we can actually start working towards an inventory system as well as, I guess, an automatic sieving system as well. So that's kind of the goal for the day. So let's go ahead and set this puppy up. I almost forgot one item there. I had to go ahead and grab it real quick. Was these here, the superheating elements? This is going to be what actually heats up the crucibles. It gives it a ×10 multiplier. It makes it way faster, right? So we want this puppy. It's a good thing. And they take steel, though. I should show that over here. The steel dust just takes the iron dust, then the coal, and a hammer. Then you just smelt it down. So super simple to do. Really easily. Also, I'm going to break this down, and we're going to end up moving it. So I'm going to end up doing this setup here. So that's kind of the plan for the second here. Anyway, let's do that. Let's turn on our magnet, maybe. Jump on this puppy. There you go. Get that out of there. Cool. And I want to go ahead and set up everything over here. So the way I'm going to do it is probably sink it down one as well. And since we already have those blocks there, it's going to be really easy to do. And down on that level, actually, is where I'm going to put the superheating elements. I want to have this kind of compact and flush, right? They have a nice little texture on them, too. If they weren't so expensive, they wouldn't be bad to build with, to be honest. Anyway, go ahead and get that out of there. There we go. Got our superheating elements, and that'll be where they sit there, right? Then we're going to go ahead and grab our fire crucibles, and we're going to go ahead and throw all these on top of here, just like that. And now if we look at them, yeah, they say heat 60, and that's what we want to see. So what we need to do is get, I guess, cobblestone in there first. Is probably the first goal, right? So what we'll do is grab, we'll need all the laser nodes. So we'll go ahead and get these kind of set up and ready to go. They're going to sit on top of all the crucibles, and we need to get these all linked up here. I did make the tool. That's this here, the laser wrench. So you just kind of shift and right click on this. Then I just right click on all these other laser nodes, and this will create a little network with the nodes, and they're all linked up, and they can talk to each other now, basically. which is kind of how that's going to work in here, or work here, I should say. What else do I have here? I have anything else we need right away? Nothing else right away. So, like I said, we want to do the cobblestone first. So let's grab, we need the cobblestone generator, I guess. Let's go ahead and go to IBO. Probably sit that on this side here. And then we'll have the tank on that side, but we'll kind of do it as we do it, right? Anyway, in here, I got a whole bunch of cards. This could be how you kind of program these machines too, right? So these are the fluid cards. The green ones are the item cards. They all have different recipes too. The fluid cards are actually pretty expensive too because they all take buckets. But anyway, this is like a card holder too. If you shift and right click with this, you can actually pull items out of it, right? So I could do that. But if I shift and right click again and have it shiny, right? So it looks like it's enchanted, it automatically pulls the cards back into it as well. So that's kind of how that works there. So what we want to do is get the cards into the right place, right? So we need one to pull from the bottom of the cobblestone generator into this laser node here. So if we go here, this is the upside. So we'll just make sure we're on the right tab because we can switch tabs here. We want a extract card. And that should be fine there. Transfer amount, 8 is fine. I might speed this one up. I actually made a couple overclockers, so maybe we'll just put 1 in there. I won't need this super fast, but I did make the upgrades here. So you just kind of right-click on it, and then, it goes over here, right? Then we should be able to increase this, and then we can decrease the amount of speeds in between operations for each one of these we have in there too. But I think that's more than enough, so that should be good there. Then we just need to do all the inputs, and do all the inputs should be super simple. So let's actually, we'll just keep the holder in our hand, make sure we're on the downsides, and just do that. That one immediately got cobblestone, and we just need to do that for every one of these. And then, we already have the insertion of the, the actual cobblestone into the crucibles automated, just like that. And that should be producing lava at a pretty good little clip there. Yeah, it does it pretty good, so not bad at all. And that's our initial lava setup, so that is awesome. Let's go ahead and actually go into our bag here, grab ourselves our jumbo tank. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and get all the lava into this tank, right? So we're going to buffer all the lava in the tank, and this will buffer up to 1,000 buckets. So what we'll need here, I guess, is extract cards, right? So I have a bunch of those already set up. Also, you want to set the cards too. You just kind of go into them, you right-click on them, and you go to extract, stock, sensor. I don't know what the sensor one is. That's new. It wasn't there last time we used it. I'll have to learn that one at some point. But insert, extract, and then stock. They have all different functionality. We'll probably end up using the 3 I know in this pack. I might learn the sensor one at some point. But anyway, this one doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and grab these fluid cards. Again, these are going to be all on the downside. So we'll want to pull from the downside of the machine again. So let's do this here. Should have a little beam on this as well if it's connected. So down there you see a beam there. The green one's items. The blue one is the fluid as well. Then it should be just the center one, I think, right? There you go. And that should be all of them. They should be all actually pulling lava. And where we want to put it is in this, right? So we just, on the up of this one, the upside, we just need insert card. Once we do that, we should start seeing the lava going in there. It's going to go in at a very good pace. And this should show us nothing but cobblestone because it's going to just continuously pull lava. I don't know how fast they are by default. It should tell us on them, right? 1,000 every second. So 1 bucket every second. So that's more than quick enough to handle our lava. So we're actually almost done there. So the last thing we need to do is go ahead and grab the Magmatics, I guess. I guess we get the cards in before. At least this way. We can just access the top here. So I just right-click the top. And then I should be able to throw in the fluid card, the extract. I'd like to go over here. Why can't I actually change that one? That's weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and go here. I want to change the channel to orange on this one. Just so it's not on the same channel as the other one. Because we're already using a white channel. I just want to make sure nothing ever gets confused for any reason. So it's always just pulling the lava from the tank, right? Anyway, we got another invader. Do you have anything that I want at all? No, I don't think you have anything that I need. I'm still waiting on blue ice for you, just so I don't have to go and make blue ice myself. But anyway, let's go ahead and deal with these guys. I did this a little backwards, too. Anyway, that's a thing. There you go. We got rid of them. They're out of the way. Let's go ahead and grab our dynamos, though. Go ahead and throw them down. Let's do that, that, and that. So now this one's set to pull lava, right? So that is fine. Then we want to go ahead, I guess, and just put the lava up, right? So we can actually access the top side on all these. And it's not letting me right-click the stack. You used to be able to right-click the stack and set the channels for all those cards in the stack. It doesn't matter that much. But you see there it's actually producing power, which is exactly what we want. So let's go ahead and do this one as well. We'll set it to that. Then we'll go ahead and do this right here as well. Then set a channel. There we go. So every one of them should be eating lava straight from the tank. And that's the way we want it there. Then we go ahead and throw upgrades in these two. So there's two ways to put the upgrades in. You can actually put in one like this, that, and that there. And you notice that the power jumped up. It's all the way up to 480 RF. We'll be able to get that up to 640 RF, I think, once we can make this the resonant integral components, which I just need to... I haven't crushed down any of that end stone yet. Once I've done that, we can actually make those. I think there's two materials we need. Yeah, it's Inderium, which is another one of those dust alloys, and then aluminum, which I think I already make, but that's just the dust alloy as well. So I'll end up doing that. But anyway, now we have our generators here. And the other way you can get these in here too is just right-click them in. I just never do it because it's really loud, but people always tell me. It's so loud. That's why I don't do that. Anyway, it produces power really quick. And this should be able to keep up. I'm just going to kind of watch it here. Make sure lava is doing the lava thing. Because if not, I can't actually upgrade them. I just need to make sure the lava is actually plainly going up, right? It's kind of the main thing. It's actually pretty close. It might be able to keep up. I'll have to see after I upgrade. I guess I'll upgrade one and kind of watch it. Upgrade two, then watch it. Upgrade the third one. As long as that number keeps going up, which it is plainly, we are good. Either way. So currently we have 1200, I guess 1360 RF, which is not too bad at all. The next thing we need to do is work on a battery and probably wireless power too. So let's go ahead and get that part done because that'll be a good time as well. So I've gone ahead and made us a battery. We're going to go ahead and set up here in a second. And I chose it simply because it holds the most base power out of all of them. Why did I do that? I need that. Anyway, what we're going to do is set up one of these here, a dimensional cell from RF Tools. Really simple battery. They work really well. I used to use them incessantly in the past, but then we got Flux networks. But anyway, still going to use it because it holds 10 million RF. It'd be a nice buffer. It's basically what I want to have it for. What do I still need here? Oh, yeah, I was working on pipes, right? Go ahead and grab some pipes as well because we'll have battery on one of the generators, I think. And then we'll have two of these, I guess, on the other ones just so we can pull the max amount of power. What is the maximum amount? 1000 RF tick with the first upgrade, and we're producing 480. I think the base is 256, so we need at least one upgrade to pull the power out is what I'm thinking. So that should be good there. I think we have everything, right? Let's go ahead and see if we get this set up here. I have no placement blocks, do I? That's a problem. We need placement blocks. Grab anything here. Do that. You see I did a bunch of obsidian. Actually, I have way more than that too. So I just wanted to make sure we had a lot of that. A bunch of clay. Even did some oak and stuff with EMC. Just making sure we get all those base resources. Really happy I got that condenser. It just makes my life a lot easier all around. Anyway, we'll go ahead and pump that down. Want to set in. There you go. That'll set all the sides to in, which is what we want for right now. We'll have to tweak one of them in a bit. Probably this one here. We'll end up putting a flux plug. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab ourselves an energy pipe. One here, one here. And then we'll just need to go ahead and set the outputs because you have to set the outputs on this piping. So one there and one there. And that should start filling up really quick. So it's going to just drain these batteries. I don't know what the buffer on these are, actually. What is it? Doesn't really say. 28 point, yeah. Not really sure what the buffer is. But either way, it's getting its power. It's going to fill up really quick. But at least it's a buffer, right? And that was the main thing to have. So that is effectively our power setup, our initial power setup. And I may go ahead and crush down some end stone just so we can get those last upgrades in there. Just because after that we'll be producing almost 2000 RF tick, but this is good here. Yes, I know, I didn't put the actual basic pipe upgrades in. I totally derped. So Flux Networks, which is wireless power, is what we're actually going to get into next here. Let's actually grab a little bit of that obsidian. We've got that there. Anything else? I got the blaze powder. I think we're pretty much good to go. Oh, except for redstone. I had like 3 stacks here somewhere. And that should be enough for the initial setup. And that's good. I think I also need a elevator. So let's actually make an elevator real quick. Just need to make some, I got some wool here. Do that. Sweet. And then the elevators, just take some ender pearls, right? I'm just using the EMC to make the ender pearls right now, just because it's the easy way to do it. Anyway, there you go. Don't have that water elevator to go underneath our platform anymore. And we need to go down there. So I need some kind of placement blocks as well. So let's just grab that. Sweet. Jump down. And is that directly underneath that? Because that's where I need to be. Yeah, that's it right there. Good. Get you out of there. Do that. Turn off our magnet now, because that'll probably be a good idea. Let's turn these to planks too, because it's going to make a mess either way, but we're going to build a little ladder up here to the bedrock, because this is going to be how we make this stuff, right? So we're going to go ahead and grab one of these obsidian, place it directly above that, just like that. Then I'm going to kind of wall this in a little bit too, because sometimes this stuff flies around a little bit when you make it. It's a weird little mechanic too. I'll kind of show you here in a second. To actually make the flux dust, you have to do this here. Like if I actually had basalt, and we do have basalt, but I built my base off basalt, right? So if I wanted more, I'd have to sift it down, and it's only like 35% chance. So I'm just going to do it this way. So the flux dust, you just throw the redstone on a bedrock, then you left click the obsidian, then you get a flux dust just like that. You do it this way too, but you have to have one of the blocks first as well, but I don't have a block yet. Anyway, go ahead and throw the redstone on. So just do that, that, and that. Then you just left click. There you go. Turns that into a regular, I don't think it always turns it into a regular cobblestone. Sometimes it leaves it as obsidian too. But anyway, we've got 3 stacks of our, what is that called there? The actual flux dust. And we're good enough to progress here. So not sure how much we actually need to make of these, what are they called here? The flux blocks, right? I'm not sure. I know I need some Eyes of Ender though. So let's go ahead. Let's start off with, I don't want to waste my blaze powder. I only have a limited supply of it right now. Anyway, let's go ahead, grab these things, right? We'll need a good amount of these. Let's go ahead and do like that many of them. Let's start with that. Then we go ahead and make these. I know we need 5 for the controller, right? Then I think we need 1 more for the plug. Then the point's going to take a block of redstone, right? There you go. Sweet. And then we should be able to make the controller. Then we should be able to make the point. And then we should be able to make the plug. And that should be everything we need for a system here. So let's go ahead and actually set it up here. Should only take a second. First thing you want to do is kind of just configure your flux controller here. Let's just kind of put it here, kind of out of the way. We need to create a new channel. So we'll just go into that. You can set it to any color. I'll probably just go with red. I'll just leave the default name. The security, I'm just going to put it on public because I'm just on a private server. I don't have to worry about anything. But if you're on a server or something, you may want to set that to private, put a password and all that jazz. But yeah, all we want to do is just make sure it's actually selected as our main network. And then probably just do that there. I usually turn on bypass limit, then leave it as well. So that's good there. Power surge sometimes messes up your power because it tries to send it to like just a machine order no matter what. But it'll try to send all the power to the first machine. If that machine's a power hog, nothing else gets power, right? Anyway, let's go ahead and grab ourselves a smart wrench. There we go. And that should be good there. So we set that to the output. All we really need to do now is put a flux plug onto the back of it. Make sure we check the right channel. And there you go. That's actually going to be our wireless power. Bypass limit. That is good. Although the limit shouldn't matter too much there. The limit on these is really high. It's like hundreds of thousands. There's one other thing I need to set there too. Yeah, I want to set this up. I can set it so if we have anything in our inventory that needs to be charged, it'll do it wirelessly as well. Enable wireless, just like that. Can't do the inventory. Can't actually click that one. But if we have anything, we don't currently, but had anything that could be wirelessly charged, this will handle it, and it will handle it moving forward into the future too. So that is Flux Network. Super simple, super easy, and now we'll have to actually get something to power here because now we have power, we have wireless power, but we aren't powering anything. So let's fix that. So now that we have a little bit of RF here, I want to go ahead and actually make us a item that will power our furnaces wirelessly, right? So we make this wireless heat transmitter as well as these wireless heat receivers here, and that should be able to handle that. There you go. That is good there. I think we got everything we need, right? So let's go ahead and actually hook these puppy up. This thing needs power. We'll just hook it, I guess, directly to the battery here because that'd be probably the easiest way to do that, right? So let's go ahead and head in here. And then where's my smart wrench? If I was a smart wrench, where would I be? Put it in my backpack. There you go. Go ahead and grab you. Set that to output. Put that inside. Then you just kind of drop these off. So you kind of hit shift there. It actually set the kind of bound address to it. Where did my other one go? I thought I made 2. Anyway, we got one of them. I'll have to go ahead and grab the other one here in a second. Maybe I just didn't grab it. Yeah, I'm told derp. Anyway, what you do is just put them into the output slot. There you go. It'll just keep it powered, right? So after that is done, actually it's just staying full now anyway. So it's definitely doing the thing, and that's actually really awesome and makes our life a lot easier. Let's go ahead and get this one bound up as well. Then we're going to go ahead and quickly automate the Flux Sieve and the Flux Hammer, which is a custom mod for the pack, I believe, for the sieving setup, basically. So that is actually cool. Is that done this too? Yeah, the green dye and stuff. Let's go ahead and grab that. I had to go ahead and make some sign dye as well. I want to do upgrades for the sifting setup as well. We're going to do a jank setup at this point, though. It won't be a robust setup at all because we really don't have the resources to do all that. We do need a bunch of these hammers, though. Let's go ahead and grab think we need 6 of the flux hammers. So let's grab that right there. This is a quest, I believe, as well. So we'll get that benefit. Let's grab you and grab that as well. There you go. Oh, you can only do one at a time because of the hammers, right? Yeah, just a little jank, but you know, that's just crafting a mod of Minecraft. They just give some things metadata, and there's nothing you can do about it. Let's go ahead and grab 5 of these. Oh, I only needed 3 of those, but anyway, we'll end up needing those for something. And then I guess we just need a sieve here. Go ahead and grab you. 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, we'll just set up the initial 3 resources at first. Then we'll kind of expand on it as time goes on. So that should be good there. We have our pipes too, right? I can't remember where I put them. In here. That should be enough. And then we're going to need some chests as well. And good chests to use here are going to be these ones. The ones that use the covalescence, the alchemist chests. Just because they're really big and really cheap. So let's go ahead and just do the alchemist chest, hopefully. If I can hunt them down. Get 3 of them, hopefully. Fantastic. And that should be everything we need to set these up. I read the little write-up about them. They have a little weird functionality, so I'll probably read it here. So you go here, getting started. Over here, the actual Flux sieve. Welcome to the custom auto sieve mod made specifically for this pack, right? I think this was from machinis is what it's called. These machines have no output inventory. The sieve outputs to the bottom. So the sieve is the only one that goes to the bottom. And the hammers output to the front. So they're only outputs to the front. Both output so you can have an entire system without any pipes. Note these machines will not run without space in the output inventories. And they take upgrades as well, so that's kind of the added bonus. But if I understand it, we should be able to do something like this here. And like I said, I'm going to do a total jank setup right now. I just want to kind of get up and running and getting me beginner resources because I need that. Oh, I got some placement blocks here. Look at that. I'm all fancy. Let's do that. These will have to float a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll need 3 of these for the one that's going to do the, this one would be dust, right? This one would be sand, and that one will be the actual gravel, right? So that should work there. That'll be kind of the setup. The items will go down here, and then we'll have this buffer chest, so that works out. We'll have to grab our cobblestone generators. Where did I put that? I made 3 cobblestone generators. Where are they at? And we got a terracotta here. This could make it so we can actually do our upgrades as well. So that is good. Here you go. I think how many did I need? I can't remember. We got 64 either way. So these are for the upgrades here, the gold upgrades. So we need that, and you need some cactus as well. We need 27 of these. So yeah, we just flooded our inventory with these upgrades here. Doesn't really matter too much, I suppose. I have no place to put this. You know, I'll just live with it in my inventory right now. And I have the cobble gens. And do I have a point? I do. So that's good. Let's go ahead and head over here. Why did I make the other point? Oh, I was going to make a point for the, that. Then I decided to just put on the battery. Anyway, let's go ahead and actually grab our energy pipes. We're going to have to power these from the top because they're a little janky. You'd have to either power them from the top or I guess the side if you wanted to do a line, right? Because you have to have this space kind of covered, right? And these ones have to have the front. So it's just a little weird kind of powering them in a line though. But we could do this here. So this works out. The cobble gens we should be able to just put underneath. Oh, I put that one in the wrong place, mind you. Here you go. Under these, right? So that is good. That should handle that. Then all this should need actually is power, right? So let's go ahead and grab a flux point and see how this works out. I just want to connect to one cable. Sometimes it gets weird. There you go. And then we need our pipe wrench, if we can hunt that down. It's not in here. It is maybe in my inventory. Maybe it was in my backpack. If it was a pipe wrench, where would I be? I have nothing I need. There it is. Awesome. Let's go ahead and actually set the extract and then set the channel here. There you go. And that should be wireless power, hopefully. There you go. It's getting power. That's fantastic. We'll need an upgrade for that too, because otherwise it's going to go really slow. It won't be able to go to the max speed. I think it's 256 is the max it can move. What do we need here? We need a pipes upgrade. Pipes. Probably just go with the, I guess we'd probably only need tier 1, but I'll do a tier 2. Do that. Grab, I guess that. There you go. Let's drop you off. My inventory is so full right now. Can't do nothing, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw that into that. Then that should be able to keep up with the power there. And maybe we'll get a better idea of how much power. Actually, we won't be able to see the power properly because I did the thing where I set the, what you call it there, the power surge, or sorry, bypass limit. There's no way it's taking that much. It's just filling the buffers, right? Is it? I'm scared. Is it actually using that much power? Because we can't sustain that. No, these have 200,000 RF buffer. That just drained my entire battery, actually. Anyway, that is fine there. And are we actually getting stuff? So that's what I'm curious about. So that's cobblestone. We are getting gravel. Is this one actually getting anything into it? There you go. That's getting sand. Then I guess the last thing we need is 3 of our meshes here. So let's put 1 there. Go ahead and put 1 here. I think that's the upgrade slot. Yeah. There you go. And this is just the work progress. And this should start working now, right? There you go. That is not too bad. Now, they're pretty slow by default, and they only do 1 at a time. These upgrades are a little weird, too. So it changes the amount of items processed from 1 to 2 for 1 of the upgrades, then to 4, then to 8. So with these gold ones, which are the first tier, which I'm hoping we can power, right? That's why I'm just going with these ones for right now. We will be able to do 8 at a time. So every time it goes through the bar, it'll do 8 blocks, which is not too bad at all. And that's the same for the hammers and the sieves, right? So that is pretty useful. Did I not make enough? Oh, no, I did make enough. Okay, I did math it out, right? Okay, so we should see, hopefully, 8 after a cycle. Actually, it's already there. And it should move 8. Yeah, it's getting 8, and it moved 8. So just like that, not bad at all. That actually works out. At least now I'm getting resources somewhat automatically, right? The main reason you do sand, too, the only really reason to do it is, well, you get some extra iron, which is nice. Also the zinc. But also the main one, I guess, is uranium and the raw uranite. Gives you 2 different power options. So that's actually the kind of main use of those 2 there. This one's going to get us this stuff. So all useful stuff and all very good all around. So pretty excited about that. Says I didn't want to have to do that anymore manually. I mean, I did my like 12,000 for the pack, and that was more than enough. But this is good. Now there is another thing we can do. I don't know if I'm going to do it right now. Probably hold off on it. But there's a flux compactor. And the flux compactor will take items from the internal inventory and place the outputs into an inventory below. Upgrades can be added to increase the number of items processed at once. So yeah, that one can do, I think it only has 9 slots though, but it'll compact all the items down. And I don't know if it's set to only take pieces or you have to filter it, but either way you could work that out. I just don't know if I want to do it right now. Wouldn't be too hard, but I'd have to set up several, right? Because we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different items, it looks like. Yeah, so I'd have to probably at least set up 2 of them. So we'd be able to compress those down. But something we can work on in the future. And I may go ahead and actually set up another one for this here and this here, right? I can get off that too. And then I'd be able to get those kind of in there as well. So anyway, pretty cool, pretty awesome. And we have some automated resources coming in, which is fantastic. So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually end this one here. So as always, you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.